If you inherited a brokerage account that's a large amount, say over $500,000 or more, over $1 million, one of the biggest questions is this: should you sell it, hold it, or rebalance it? And here's the danger: a wrong move can create taxes, increase your risk, or leave you holding investments that were right for someone else but wrong for you. This video is especially for someone who recently received or expects to inherit a large amount in a taxable account, more in stocks, mutual funds, ETFs, or another taxable type of brokerage account. You may feel pressure to do something fast. Sell everything, keep everything, pay off debt, give money to the family, move the money to cash. But before you make a major move, you need to slow down and understand what you actually inherited. Hi, my name is Tommy Cloud. I am the founder of Third Act Retirement Planning. I am also a certified financial planner and certified kingdom advisor. I help people who receive $500,000 or more in sudden wealth make wise financial decisions before taxes, family pressure, and rushed investing create costly mistakes. Today, I want to walk you through 3 decisions to consider before you sell, hold, or rebalance an inherited brokerage account. This is educational. It's not personal financial, tax, or legal advice. Your situation may depend on the type of asset, tax rules, deadlines, and your broader financial plan. All right. So as you get into decision number 1, do not assume the instruments are right for you just because they were right for the person who passed away. This is one of the most common mistakes. Maybe your parent or relative owned a concentrated stock position for decades. Maybe they had a portfolio built for income. And if they did hold these inside of a taxable account, remember, once you receive them, if there's big, huge gains, no better time to sell these than when you receive them after their death, because you will not have to pay taxes on the gain because you get a stepped up basis. In other words, if they bought the asset, say 30 years before they died, and it's appreciated by 300 or 400%, if you tried to sell it while they were alive, you'd have to pay taxes on a 300 or 400% gain. Whereas if you tried to sell it, say a week or two after you took possession of it or after they died, the gain is going to be very small because it's only had a few weeks or months to grow. So it's a huge difference in taxes. Maybe they had investments that match their age, their tax situation, and their goals, but now the account's yours. Your life may be completely different. You may still be working. You may be retired. You may have young children. You may have debt. You may need income. You may already have a large investment portfolio. So the question is not, were these good investments? The better question is, do these investments fit my life now? I've seen people inherit portfolios that were far too risky for them. I have also seen people sell good investments too quickly because they were scared and overwhelmed. Neither reaction is a plan or wise. Let's talk about decision number 2. Understand the tax picture before selling. With inherited taxable brokerage accounts, cost basis matters. In many cases, inherited investments may receive what is called a step up in basis. And I just talked to you about that before, a little briefly. And again, that means the tax cost basis may be adjusted to the value around the date of death, which is very important when you're talking about a big gain that the person that left you the money had or the asset had. But do not guess. Before you sell, you need to know what the cost basis is, whether there are gains or losses, and how a sale could affect your taxes. Selling may be smart. Holding may be smart. Selling may be part, and keeping part may be smart. But you do not want to find out after the fact that you created a tax problem you could have planned around. This is where coordination matters. You need to work with an enrolled agent or CPA on the tax portion of it, an estate attorney, and maybe a financial planner before making a final decision. Decision number 3, separate emotion from strategy. An inherited brokerage account is not just money. It may come with grief. It may come with guilt. It may come with family tension. It may feel like you are making decisions with someone else's life savings. That can make even simple decisions feel heavy. Some people hold every investment because selling feels disrespectful. Others sell everything. They want the emotional weight gone. But the best decision is usually not based on fear, guilt, or pressure. We know that. Those are not emotions that we want to make financial decisions on, right? It's based on a clear plan. It's based on wisdom, or should be based on wisdom and wise stewardship, the principles that we're taught in God's word, which is otherwise known as the Bible. A plan asks questions like this: how much cash should you keep safe? How much risk can you actually handle? Do you need this money for retirement income? Should part of the account be used to pay debt? Could this inheritance change when you retire? Do you have family members asking for money before you even know what you can afford? I love that one. That one just gets me every time. These questions matter because the inheritance may affect more than your investment account. It may affect your taxes, your retirement plan, your estate plan, your insurance needs, and your family decisions. Here's a simple example. Let's say you inherit $1.5 million brokerage account. Half of it is in one stock. The rest is spread across several funds. You could sell everything. You could hold everything. Or you could rebalance over time so the account is better matched to your goals. Or you could just sell the stock since it has the big, huge, presumably, gain on the cost basis, and you get that stepped up basis, and just sell the stock and then diversify it away from the stock and have a more balanced portfolio. But the right answer depends on your tax basis, your income, your retirement plan, your other investments, and your need for cash. That is why this is a bigger than a quick answer. This is not something that can be answered immediately, I don't believe. Here's the recap. Do not keep the inherited investments just because someone else owned them. We had a client now that inherited 10 single-family homes and really was emotional about selling them because she received them from her mother, and it was a very emotional thing, and it took a while. It was not something that she was able to do right away. It took her years to be able to start finally selling those homes, and she's not able to sell them quickly. And that's another reason, depending on what type of asset you receive, you may not be able to get out of it as quickly as you think. Number 2, do not sell before understanding the tax impact. And number 3, do not let grief, guilt, or family pressure make the decision for you. And do not invest, sell, give, or spend major money until you know how the inheritance fits into your financial life. If you recently received $500,000 or more from an inheritance and you're not sure what to do next, you can apply or just sign up for it and go ahead and click and get into my calendar and schedule a sudden wealth planning session. There's no cost, there's no sales pressure, and there's no obligation. On that call, we will walk through what you receive, what decisions may be urgent, what tax or retirement issues may need your attention, and what your next wise step should be. This session is not for someone looking for a hot stock tip or a quick answer. It is for someone who wants a thoughtful plan before making major decisions with the sudden wealth that has been entrusted to your care as the steward of it. Not the owner. Someone else is the owner. Your creator is the owner. You are the steward of it. If you like this video, go ahead and hit like, hit subscribe. We'll be in more of your algorithms so you can see more of them. And again, I'm Tommy Cloud. Until next time, we'll see you on the next edition of Sudden Wealth Stewardship.